Welcome everybody to my video showcasing my Cerberus Erebus baritone 7-string guitar. Let's start this video off with just another banger of a demo song. Enjoy! I don't know, man, something about this guitar over the last two videos that I've done with this guitar, something's just like coming out of me with this guitar where it just plays amazingly and it just allows me to be really creative and really inspired to play and jam and just do awesome thumping stuff and tapping and sick riffs, all the above, right? So before we start talking about this guitar, be sure to subscribe if you haven't done so and like this video as it really helps out the channel. Thank you so much in advance. In the words of Maximus, are you not entertained? What more could I possibly bring to you than just an awesome, beautiful guitar and some awesome riffs, awesome tones, and an awesome video, you know what I'm saying? In all seriousness, everybody, thank you so much for supporting me and just hanging out with me today, okay? This video is not a sponsored video, however, Cerberus Guitars sent this over to me, asking me to get my opinions and my thoughts on their product, and they're not naive to the fact that I make videos for a living, so yeah, it's not a sponsored video, but, you know, they're asking me to share this with you, okay? Specs for this guitar: mahogany body. We have a walnut and maple 5-piece neck. We have some Guitar Marie Minuteman pickups, 1 volume 3-way. We have a Hades fade maple top. The fretboard radius, according to the website, is very unique. It's a very interesting fretboard radius. It's a compound radius technically, but it's 15.75 to 17 inches. A very subtle flattening as it goes across the fretboard essentially. Hip shot bridge, hip shot locking tuners. We have an ebony board, stainless steel jumbo frets, 27-inch scale length, hence baritone, and luminlay side dots that glow in the dark. Oh yeah, and obviously a bolt-on if I didn't say that. Like I was saying in the beginning of this video, man, this guitar makes me play better, for lack of a better description. It's got me doing my thumping thing that I've really figured out, and it's making me play more or less with like an attitude, man. I feel very like inspired and powerful and just like good to go with this guitar. I don't know, it's hard to explain. But I think also too, this guitar has come into my life at the right time because my playing has certainly evolved over the last couple months, and I can't wait to release my new album to show you guys just how awesome some of my riffs and some of my playing has gotten. I don't speak highly of myself all too often, but I'm telling you, man, my playing has really evolved, and I think this guitar, like I said, has come at the right time. So if you guys want to get ahead of the curve, and if you guys want to follow me on Spotify, I'd really sincerely appreciate it. Just my legal government name, it'd mean a lot to me. Thank you so much to everybody who does, and like I said in a couple videos ago, it's only a matter of time before everybody else catches up, okay? Thanks so much for the support, really appreciate it. My favorite thing about this guitar is the overall sound of this guitar. I think there's two factors for that. One, the pickups, and two, the scale length. When you have a longer scale length, from my own personal experience, you get a lot more note definition and clarity and less low end, and that's a good thing. Especially for low tuned guitars, as guitars are essentially a mid-range focus instrument. They're not supposed to hold down the low end. As much as we love the chugs and the bass and the low end and the resonance and all that stuff, right? The guitar is not designed for that. So whenever you cut out the low end and you just have a nice guitar that sits in the middle of the frequency spectrum, that's huge. And these Guitarmery Minuteman pickups, they just make this guitar come to life. They snarl, they scream, they do everything that I want whenever I'm sending a message with my right hand and my left hand, but mostly my right hand. It just absolutely screams, dude. Another thing I love about this guitar is the obvious, but it's a baritone guitar. I love baritones, and I'm not really too familiar, or this isn't really my speed, like 7-string baritones, but having this guitar tuned down to drop F sharp, it's kind of made me play a little bit differently, and like I said, kind of just made me create something a little bit unique to me. Meaning, I've been playing a lot of lead on this guitar, and I think when you have a longer scale and you have a little bit bigger spacing between the frets, it just allows you to decipher and decode the information on the strings, and you're not so crammed, you know, up here. You got a little bit more wiggle room and a little bit more space. I found that to be a little bit unique and refreshing for my own personal experience. Another thing I love is the neck profile. Now, this is like a thin C neck profile. It's pretty shreddy, but, you know, it is a 7-string, and I like when 7-strings don't have big giant necks, like big giant fat necks. Like, what's the point at that point? You know what I mean? Like, so it's very, very comfortable. It's not super thin. It's a nice C, man. I don't know. I kind of dig it. A little thin, but not too thin. Are there any negatives from like a QC standpoint or anything like that? No, man. I've said it a million times on this channel. I'll say it 1,000,001 times. I'm not a huge stickler for QC, but I know a lot of you guys are, and that's, you know, understandably so, because you guys are spending money on things, right? I don't know, man. I think this guitar is just like razor sharp. I just think it's super clean. Awesome, dude. Like, no QC problems whatsoever. No fret buzz, no tool marks, no nothing, bro. I just think this thing is really, really sharp, okay? So everybody, I'll put a link down below in the description of this video to Cerberus guitars. They're not asking me to do that. Sincerely, they're really not, but I want to, okay? So if you guys want to read up on them, check them out, potentially buy one, that's cool. Like I said, this isn't sponsored, and, you know, I'm just doing that because I think this guitar is absolutely amazing, and it makes me play different and play better. All right, everybody, that's going to do it for this video. Be sure to subscribe if you haven't done so. Thank you so much for always being so good to me. I'm out of here. Y'all stay safe, stay healthy, stay metal. See you guys next time. Later.